Hey everybody. So here we are again. We are cooking again today, and I thought it would be a good idea, since it's right on the cusp of summer, to talk about side dishes and what we have with barbecues, because we're going to be doing a lot of that this summer. We tend to have a lot of people come through. We'll see how many we have come through this summer. But I thought we would do 3 side dishes, so you know what to do when you go somewhere for a barbecue. You can take a dish. Mm-hmm. All right, so today we're going to do baked beans, and we're going to do a chicken salad, which everybody has had to have had this chicken salad at least one baby shower or one bridal shower or something. And then also we're going to do a pasta salad with an avocado dressing. Really, really good. So right now I'm getting ready for baked beans. You'll see right here, this is ground turkey. Now I know these baked beans are usually made with ground beef. We don't eat a lot of beef. So these will be made with ground turkey. You do what you want to do. Chopped onion, 1/2 cup. Green pepper, 1/2 cup. This is our sofrito, which we've talked about before, but sofrito is a nice combination of peppers. It's a time saver. So even if I didn't have time to put these 2 in there, if I at least had this, it would be just as delicious. I just like a lot of extra peppers. These are sweet peppers, so I picked a couple of colors, yellow, orange, and red. And then right here we have some brown sugar. That along with our beans, which we'll be putting in the pot. So I'm just chopping up the rest of this yellow pepper, and then we're gonna go over to the stove in a second and get things going. All right. You know, this dish is another dish that I didn't start making until I moved to the South. I don't remember making this at all when I lived up north, but I know I enjoy eating it. It's an easy, not too expensive, filling dish that you can take to anybody's barbecue, and it should be fine. All right, so these peppers, you see how there's seeds inside? Every pepper has seeds inside. If you want your food to not be too spicy, take those peppers out. Because if you leave them in there, it'll be a little spicier. I take them out, and I just leave them out. It's fine for me, because I got lots of other stuff that's gonna bring heat today. The pepper itself is gonna bring a little spice. All right, so let's take all this over to the stove, and then we're going to get going. All right, come on, let's go. All right, so in this pot, I have put 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil, and just gathering the rest of my stuff here. And we're gonna saute all the onions and peppers first. We're then gonna add in our meat and our beans and brown sugar, and then we're just gonna let it ride, because baked beans are just that easy. It don't take much. The work is already done. And it doesn't matter whose you use. You can use whatever brand you like. I use the brand that I like. But you can help yourself. All right. So there's our peppers. We're going to get them going around a little bit. Doesn't that look pretty? It's so colorful. I like that. And I will probably put a little salt and maybe a little pepper, but I'm a kosher salt kind of girl, so I'll shake a little salt in here. Every layer of food should have some flavor to it. Okay. It's already starting to smell good in here. While that's going, 2 tablespoons of sofrito. Should be more than enough. You gotta have this stuff in your house. Life saver. Time saver, too. All right. All right, now once these become translucent, we're gonna add some more items in here. And like I say, baked beans, there's nothing to it. Some people will put barbecue sauce in their baked beans. That's fine. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Depending on how I feel that day. Today, I don't have any out, but once they've cooked a little while, once I taste them, if I feel like it needs a little barbecue sauce, I might add a little barbecue sauce. We'll see. All right, so these are looking pretty good. Almost there. And it looked like a lot going into this pot. It's really not that much. It really is not that much. All right. All right. So we're going to put the rest of our ingredients in. This is ground turkey. We put about a pound. Now, you notice it was already browned and cooked. That's because I don't like to waste time. You know, yesterday was Saturday, so of course we had tacos. So I browned extra meat, put it in the refrigerator, so that today, when it was time to make these baked beans, I don't have to stand here all day browning meat. But if you want to brown your meat today, you're going to fix it, that's fine. It's just ground turkey meat, put some garlic powder, onion powder, salt, pepper. Those are my traditional seasonings that I put in there. But this was destined to be tacos. So there's some actual taco seasoning in here. Nobody's gonna know. If they do, I will be in shock. All right, so now this is all mixed together. Everybody's looking good. We're gonna put our beans in. Come on, get out of there. Meet your destiny. Get in the pot. Now, if I were, you know, you can make these without meat in them. And a lot of times we do make these without meat. Because I have family members who are vegetarian. So, and I kind of play with being vegetarian sometimes. Not today, though. All right. So there's our beans. All of this is going to come together. We're going to put our brown sugar in here. Ta-da! That is roughly 2/3 of a cup. It's not quite 2/3 of a cup. But this is all going to melt down. So essentially, I'm going to let this get together, simmer a while. I'm going to come back and taste it. And if it don't taste like I want it to taste, then I'll add something else to it. But it's just that simple. Just as simple as that. And what, we've been standing at the stove 5 minutes? It's ridiculous. Anybody can do this. Stop going to people's house for a barbecue and not taking something. You could do this, okay? All right, so we're gonna come back to this in a few minutes when it's bubbling and beautiful, and taste it. Okay, so if you remember, we have all of our ingredients for our baked beans in this pot. We have our green pepper, our onions, and peppers, and ground turkey, and brown sugar. And like I promised you, this is what it looks like here, right? I tasted it, and I like it, but I think I am gonna put some barbecue sauce in there. That's the fun stuff about cooking. Make it taste like what you wanna eat. If you don't like mine, it's okay. Make it taste like what you like. So this is some barbecue sauce I'm gonna put inside here. I'm gonna stir it up and I'll just let this simmer. It can simmer as long as you want it to simmer. The baked beans are already done. We sauteed all the onions. This is ready to go. You can serve this like now if you really wanted to. So we'll pour this in here. It's just barbecue sauce. You say which barbecue sauce, whichever one you like to eat. And that's probably about 1/2 cup. I wouldn't do much more than that. And you know, without tasting it. So got my 1/2 cup of barbecue sauce in here. And we're going to let that cook a little while and simmer until we're ready to eat dinner later. And we're going to move on to our second side dish, which is chicken salad. So let's go. All right. So over here are our ingredients for chicken salad. We got some cranberries. I think you know what type of cranberries these are, but you know what I'm saying. Chopped pecans. This is celery, and this is mayo. Everybody's different about the mayo. I like original mayonnaise. You cook with whichever mayonnaise you like, okay? But this is the one I like, okay? All right, and you notice I bought a chicken from the grocery store. This is a rotisserie chicken. I bought it yesterday, and I could have cut this up. I could have cut this up yesterday while it was still warm. It didn't really matter though. You know, some people say it's easier to cut while it's cold, some while it's hot. It doesn't matter. It's whatever you want to do. But what you have to do is you have to chop all of this up. Now they have chicken in a can, and I have bought that before too. You know, if I wasn't able to get a rotisserie chicken, you know, I'm just pulling this apart. I'm just pulling it apart because it doesn't matter how I cut this. I'm pulling off the legs. You see how easy this is? Now if it was hot, it'd be a little longer to do all this because it would be hot. But I'm taking all the pieces apart, and I'm going to chop them up into smaller pieces for our salad. So I can get my finger under here, under the rib, pull all this off. You see? And I don't typically put the skin in there. I mean, you might have some skin in there. Ain't gonna make that big a difference, but you can put it in or leave it out. It's up to you. All right, so you see how I took that loose? Now, we're going to chop this up, and I'll show you that in just 1 minute. All right, so I'm back. So this is that chicken. I think most recipes will say about 3 cups of chicken. I just buy 1 rotisserie chicken because it tastes better. It's already been seasoned. You don't have to worry about what does this taste like out of the can. You don't have to do that. Just buy it. And I pulled it apart with my hands. I chopped it up with a knife. You can see they're in pieces here. And that's what's in this bowl. And chicken salad is so easy. I'm telling you, every one of you guys can do this, no problem. And basically, you just dump everything in there. So there's my cranberries, my pecans. If you don't like pecans, don't put them in there. And the celery. All right, got all that in there with our mayo. And I'm gonna mix this up. Add a little white pepper, which I neglected to bring over here, but I will in a minute. And you just salt and pepper this to your taste. But you just mix it up. And if you realize I need more mayo, nobody gonna stop you. Put some more mayo in there. So I want this to taste sweeter. Add some more of those cranberries in there, those sweetened cranberries. They have cherry flavored and everything in the grocery store. Pick the one that you like to eat and mix this up. Put it in the refrigerator until you guys are ready to eat it. And then you're done. And you could take this right to the barbecue. Good to go. So now you got 2 dishes. You know how to do baked beans. You know how to do this chicken salad. We're going to do 1 more salad. I'm going to prep for that, and we'll come back in a second. Okay, we're moving on to the final dish, dish number 3, which is avocado pasta salad. Okay, and on my board here, I have some Dijon mustard, some garlic, some dill, an avocado, salt and pepper. And I will say that I'm always nervous about picking avocados. I don't do it very well, but I did good today because a little bird told me that if you look at the stem up here, if you pick at it right here and it's green, you have a good avocado. So I have a pretty good avocado. Haha. So there's our avocado right there. They say you can hit this with a knife and get the seed out. I don't know how good I'm gonna be at that. But I am going to take the avocado out, put it in the blender right here, along with this dill and all of the other items I just mentioned to you. And we're going to blend it together because this is going to be the dressing for our salad. All right, so in that goes, I know you probably have noticed I'm really a hands-on kind of cook. I'm not classically trained in any of this. I just know what I like to eat, so I try to make it work. All right, so there we go. Put that side in there. I'm gonna get our garlic in there, our dill, dill is there, our Dijon mustard, about 2 tablespoons of Dijon mustard. If I were a measuring person, I'd say it's probably about 2 tablespoons of dill, 1 whole avocado. And we're going to end up adding a little bit of water so that that has a way to come together. We're going to see if I know how to make dressing. Should be funny. Okay, let's find. Oh, I have salt in here, but I forgot to put the pepper. So we put a little pepper in here. And we're going to put the lid on. Bring a little bit of water over here. Oh, I'm making a mess. There we go. And let's see. Looks kind of good. Let's find out. Okay. That's not as smooth as I want it. But it sure tastes good. My Lord. I'm gonna blend it a little longer until it's smooth. All right, okay. We're back for our last step in making this pasta salad. It has the avocado dressing, which we made earlier, which you'll remember. So avocado, some Dijon mustard, garlic, dill, and a little water. Yeah. I had to think about that. I forgot what I put in there, but that's what's in there. But in this bowl is the rest of the salad, which is tomatoes, about 3/4 cup, cucumber. This is about a medium-sized cucumber. You can use more or less, whatever you like. I like cucumber, so I have a lot of cucumber in here. I have 1 can of chickpeas, which I took out the can and rinsed them thoroughly. About 1/2 cup of celery chopped. Red pepper right here, about another 1/2 cup of that, and 1/2 cup of red onion chopped. And then below this, you'll see my little pasta shells. I like this particular one. Any of them will do, whichever floats your boat. And we're just gonna add our dressing to this, mix it up, and it's done. So in just a few minutes, you can have a side dish to take to the barbecue, and you really haven't had to work that long. I think this third dish is the one that took the most time, and that's because, you know, I chopped a lot of stuff and we had to actually make the dressing. What if you didn't want to make this dressing? Guess what? You don't have to. You can mix these ingredients and buy a dressing that you like, put it all together, mix it up, keep it in the refrigerator till you're ready to go, and take it over there. Nobody's going to know. But what people do remember is that when you came to their house, you had something in your hand. You didn't just have your hands out. Unless they told you, hey, don't bring anything, we're going to do all of it. But most of us who do all these barbecues, yeah, we enjoy having people bring stuff, because then that's less work for the host. All right. All right, so I hope you guys have enjoyed our food for today. We have our avocado pasta salad. We have our baked beans. And then what's the third item we made today? Chicken salad, right? Forgot, just said quick. All right, thanks so much. I hope you enjoyed the food for today, and I'll see you next time.